Bienvenue, ici voir Survivor Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de NBA de K26 sur PS5. Allez, je peux commencer la nouvelle saison et match FIBA. J'essaierai de le faire à l'intersaison, à la prochaine saison. Que j'avais raté dans cette saison-là. Là, je commence la saison 3.
How you feeling?
Listen, they love you, and they're hungry. They could be...
RMP, how do you feel about this matchup tonight?
It's exciting.
What's up, MP?
And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
And you know, with MP, he doesn't hide the fact that he's out to inflict maximum damage at the offensive end of the floor.
And that should have every other team in the league on high alert. When MP says something like that, they're not empty words. One thing, though, he better be ready for a lot of defensive attention. Stopping MP is going to be the priority for every defense they face.
What a season it was for MP. Greg, a great playoff run, and now he'll forever be a two-time NBA champion.
And every title run is different. MP knows that now. But the way his team came together in the postseason was fantastic. A great season capped off with another ring for MP.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Top of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Marcus Sasser is out there with Edwards, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now let's check in with Allie and see what she has for us on MP. Allie, take it away.
Guys, we know MP is a gifted scorer, but tonight he wants to take it to another level. He told me I'm trying to set an aggressive tone out there for the team. I am going to attack every single chance I get. A one-man scoring machine, but it's all for the team.
Hey, thanks. Sounds like MP is planning to have a big night.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
Now here's Randall. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly from outside off the mark. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, he has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
And I'm sure last season is still fresh in MP's mind, Greg. He accomplished what very few players before him have done, winning the MVP in the finals for a second time. Wow.
And there's something about the biggest stage in the sport that brings out the best in him. It says something about his mental toughness as well. Not everybody thrives under pressure like he does.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, McDaniels, a screen on White. Sasser hits the bucket. The Bulls leading by 7. MP finds Robinson. Here's MP. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. MP's got 16 points.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Pass to Sasser, and stolen by MP. And now, here comes Young, leading the break. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 19 points.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Whitehead's check in for the Bulls. James Harden comes in for Kobe White. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Bulls in second, fifth the Timberwolves.
You know, both of these clubs forced a lot of turnovers and also converted offensively off of them. Very impressive.
Now here's Jackson. Shoots from the right block. Robinson pulls it in. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Bulls. A 12-point game. Well, last year, Greg, MP continuing to cement himself as an elite player in this NBA.
First team All-NBA for a second time. MP has become a franchise player, someone you build your team around.
Oubre, good.
And these kinds of shots help Oubre get into a rhythm. Terrific work off the catch.
Harden bounce pass. Here's MP. It's Chicago with another bucket.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Jackson. And Robinson comes to help. Aldama passes to Reed. No good on the triple. The Bulls leading by 13. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. MP way outside. Bulls moving the ball around. Fires for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Young's got 24.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, without a basket, Chicago making some changes. Buzelis is checked in for Hardy. White comes in for Dosunmu. And MP subbed in for James Harden. We've got Buzelis. Kobe White is out there with Young. Then there's Patrick Williams. And it's Whitehead in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And having a star in Anthony Edwards on court with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
MP going to work inside. Yeah. And coming off his second league MVP award, Greg, MP is certainly cementing his place as one of the best to ever do it.
Well, Kevin, you look at the players to win multiple MVPs. Every single one in the hall or headed there and he'll be no exception.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He dropped 48 points, and his passing was huge in that game, finding ways to involve his teammates. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Oubre outside. Misses the three. Bulls leading by 14. The kick out to Young. And a miss there on the triple.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's Aldama. His three-pointers off the mark. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered in the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
And MP now in his third year in the NBA, a lot of expectations. And Greg, he's delivered.
And everyone wanted immediate success. Well, 2 years in, and he's delivered on everything that was asked of him.
Right the pass to Young. It's White on the wing. Williams dishes to MP. Shot clock at 5. Back to White. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Young's got his third assist on the night. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So for the Bulls, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Williams. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Whitehead. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Randall. McDaniels comes in for Santi Aldama. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Jackson. Here's Sasser. Outside, Reed. Traps in the tray. Reed's got his second bucket tonight.
This is a big part of Reed's value. I mean, he's proficient from deep, and he's got a quick trigger, too.
And that one's good. MP. And Greg, the reigning Rookie of the Year, MP. Now in his second season in the NBA. And the expectations, well, they couldn't be higher.
So true. Think about how much MP impressed as a rookie, especially coming in as a second-round pick. To have that level of unexpected impact makes you wonder what we're going to see from this young man this season. There's a huge amount of potential in this kid.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And that sends MP to the free throw line. It's going to go on Naz Reid. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s.
And you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
MP has been leading the charge for the Bulls. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here.
You know, right now for Minnesota, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Timberwolves.
They're getting steam.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin.
And after a very lopsided first half, We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's Sasser in at the point guard position. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Front past the arc. And White, the bucket on the assist by Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Randall outside. Back to Sasser. McDaniels against Hunter. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. The Timberwolves coach, Chris Finch, said, "We're a team based on movement, cutting, and fluidity. That burden also falls on Anthony Edwards to move and accommodate his teammates. For his part, Ant said his focus is being what the team needs me to be, a leader by example, and showing them that I'm coachable." Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. MP, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Sasser. Here's Gobert. McDaniels outside. Now Sasser. No good on the 3. MP inside. McDaniels defending. And that one's good. MP. And now in his 3rd year as an NBA player, you know, Greg, it feels like MP is just starting to scratch the surface of his skill.
And this is when you start seeing the type of player someone is long-term. I know MP is starting to figure things out, and I'm excited to see what he can accomplish. And it doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Randall finds McDaniel. Puts up a 3. Randall no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. What more can he do? I mean, my goodness, it's certainly his night.
To the paint, Young with the steal. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of gone. And the layup's good off the glass. MP's got 43 points. Minnesota's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Back to Sasser. There's the pick. McDaniels with the bounce pass. Randall no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down.
MP now in his 3rd year in the NBA. And Greg, it didn't take long for him to become one of the elite players.
And Kevin, to win an MVP as young as MP did, that's rare. To think he has another decade or so at the top of his game has got to be a nightmare for opposing teams.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
And that one drops. Young's got 47 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to White. Back to MP. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Edwards. From the top of the key, he buries it. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
And when you watch Edwards,
Expect him to get his, a prolific score.
And here's MP for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Lets it go from deep. The shot missing. And so it's Chicago going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Alfred Williams is out there with Whitehead. Then it's Young. Then it's Harden. And it's Hardy in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That's the way to do it. Oubre using his length inside to his advantage.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Good on the shot. Young's got 55.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Oubre kicks to Randall. Back to Oubre. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Bulls.
Just missed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
Count that one. Young's got 57 points.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Randall outside. Looking to end this cold spell, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. Chicago making a switch here. Dosumu's checked in. Edwards, he's checked in for Minnesota. That free throw good from Randall. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Harden kicks to MP. Out left to the wing. Pass to Harden. Here's Whitehead. Defended by Aldama. Another for Chicago.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Randall from outside. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 13-5 run here. And here's MP for 3. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Harden kicks to Young. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. McDaniels gets a wide open look, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, defensively, you know you need to box out Gobert. That's a missed assignment right there.
Young from outside, and the Bulls another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
Dosunmu, and it's Dosunmu with the jam.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but
Also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to them well.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He was on a tear. Everything seemed to be finding the bottom of the net for him. I'm sure he'd like to build on that performance going forward. That's to Randall. Three-pointer. The rebound by Young. Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive. Dosunmu, the pass to MP. And the Bulls, another three.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished. Edwards, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And hits it again.
He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one.
MP, you really had a little extra pep in your step tonight. Was that because of who you were going up against?
I mean, you guys get to see the videos I put.
Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it very much, Dominic. Thank you. And
make some noise. Faites du bruit. 123. En tant que l'équipe est augmentée, c'est bien.
Good game, MP.
Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas à rester passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.